thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing. Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Royce Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, West. Mike 55. Mike 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. He's not going to get me. Go, go, go. Run, run, run.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Stewart, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check, 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 check.
the pistol, it's Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, Benjamin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Back to throw. Benjamin. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's win. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, 1 set. Check point 54.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Tight end roll. Got four down.
Out of the gun, Brissett. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 41, Brissett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on first and second down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice.
That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down now. Benjamin able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Stewart. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw over the middle taken in. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to Slayton. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Watch two. So we got man.
Here's Stewart to throw on second down. He's going to float this. He's got a man complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
First down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the ship. Nice on. Drive on. Choose the mic. You gonna see me in your nose.
To throw is Stewart. A final shot before break. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. Catch made by Slayton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brissett. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. 50 on it. 54. I'm trying to collect.
Brissett to throw on 1st. This one to Slayton over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On the double. Mike's by 4. All right, T.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Undercrush. 12, fellas, here we go.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 21. He don't want it. Out.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Check. Watch 54. Cut.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he... taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bernard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stewart operating from the gun. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Let's get off the field, D.
Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Benjamin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Stewart now throwing on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 16. Watch 16.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Charles, we saw